Another really good web hosting provider for your WordPress website is SiteGround. SiteGround is one of the most popular and highest rating hosting provider in the WordPress community. They provide lots of unique in-house WordPress speed and security solutions to make your site as fast and secure as possible. They are known for their best 24/7 customer support service in the industry, which is why they are also an official WordPress recommended hosting provider. Lots of really popular websites will use SiteGround for their hosting, and they include a lot of really good features like automatic upgrades. They have daily backups with their plans, built-in WP caching, free CDN, free SSL, and all of that within their plans as well. They're also one of the few companies that offer location-specific hosting with about 6 data centers in the USA, Europe, Asia, and Australia. So they have lots of offers in that way as well. So the overall pros for them is that they have fast servers powered by Google Cloud, really good customer service, and again, they are an officially recommended WordPress hosting provider. They also have one-click WordPress install in all of their hosting plans. So if you go onto the website here and go into hosting and click on WordPress hosting, you can see they've got all their specific plans, and you can see everything that that's being offered with all their plans. They have free SSL, CDN, and website backups. And they do daily backups as well, which is exactly what you want. You don't want anything more, and you don't want anything less when it comes to backups as well. And they have managed WordPress hosting, so they'll be able to give you expert WooCommerce support, help you with your site, and take care of like updates of your software and your plugins as well. So similar to Bluehost, they have different sort of multi-level plans, and the main difference between all of them is the number of websites that you get with each plan. So the startup is the most basic plan. It starts off at $2.99 a month, which is a really good sort of starting price for shared hosting. But you only get one website with this plan. So if you only just have the one site, this is probably fine. But if you have multiple sites, then you're better off going with one of the Grow Big or the Go Geek websites, because those come with unlimited websites, so you can have an unlimited amount of websites that you can host with them. The other thing that you can get with each of these plans is the amount of web space. So you get 10 GB web space with the startup, which is a good amount of web space. That would be good for like any small website, especially small blogs that have a small amount of traffic coming in. And they give you an approximate of how many visits monthly that this plan can handle. So if you know you're getting about 10,000 or less, then this plan might be enough for you. And obviously with the Grow Big and the Go Geek, you get more web space, so they can handle more visits per month. So you would know yourself how many visits a month you're getting, or you anticipate to get. A good way to kind of gauge that accurately is if you were to add Google Analytics code to your website, and that can track it for you and see exactly how many hits you're getting a month. But you can see you got 100,000 here, 400,000 here, and everything else is the same with all of your plans. You get the free SSL, free CDN, free email, daily backup, security, all of that comes with your hosting plan for SiteGround. The other difference between the Grow Big and the startup is that you get 30% faster PHP, so your website performance will just be a little bit faster. You also get staging. So a staging site is basically a copy of your live website. So it's basically the system will take an exact copy of your website as it is now, and it means that any new changes that you want to test out before you put it on your real site, you can do it on your staging site. And that way, if there's any issues or if anything goes wrong, none of the problems will be on your live site. It'll just be on your staging site. So any issues you can fix there, and it means when you're actually adding it to your live site, you can do it in a way where it won't cause issues because you've already tested it out on your staging. So the Grow Big plan has that within its plan. And the other thing that they have is on-demand backup copies. So all of their plans have a daily backup option, but the on-demand backup copies just means that if you're ever working on your site and you want to make a backup of your site there and then, you can do that with SiteGround, and they'll be able to give you access to that as well. Whereas with the startup, that doesn't come with your plan. However, if you did ever want to make a backup of your site at any point, downloading a plugin like Updraft or All-in-One Migration is a way to get around that, because those are free plugins that essentially will take a backup copy of your site. They'll take a copy of your site that you can then use to upload to your site if you ever need to roll back to it. But obviously, just with the plan, it means you can do it easily through your cPanel or through the web server, and it means when it comes to rolling back, you can roll back easily as opposed to rolling back just using with the third-party plugin. But you get the on-demand copies as well with this plan. And then between the Grow Big and the Go Geek, so the Go Geek, you get everything that the Grow Big are offering, plus you get free private DNS. So free private DNS, it just means it will allow you to choose custom domains for your name servers. So it'll be like it's being privately hosted when it isn't, but it looks very kind of a bit more professional basically. You also get a lot more of the server resources than any of their other shared hosting plans. And then you also get priority support. So all of their plans come with a support package, but priority support means that they'll just get back to you a little bit faster, and they'll put your needs sort of in priority as opposed to others. But even if you don't have priority support, their support is still really fast. They do get back to you on time, and they have really good advice that they give you as well. So it is a really good feature to have, but it's you do get support with all the other plans as well. I suppose compared to Bluehost, it's very similar. They offer quite a lot of things. Pricing wise, I would say SiteGround, especially in the beginning, is a lot more cheaper than Bluehost would be. Even their renewal plans are a little bit cheaper, except for the Go Geek. I would say the Go Geek is a little bit more, but again, you get a good amount of storage space. You get loads of different features with it. They also include the 30-day money back guarantee. They're all like very specific to WordPress as well. So any issues that you might have all go with the plan as well. They also offer the free domains, so similar to Bluehost. So if you haven't got your domain yet, you can purchase your domain through SiteGround, and you'll get that first year for free. So that's also really good as well. SiteGround itself, their websites are noticeably faster and they are extremely reliable. The hosting plans are flexible and their customer service is one of the best in the industry. So it is definitely a well-recommended hosting provider. Going onto their website, you can see different reviews from different companies and organizations that have used SiteGround. And what they say, so you know that it's a well reputable and respected kind of company. It is a good hosting provider to choose if you were to go for them as well. They offer WordPress hosting, and they also are specific about their WooCommerce hosting as well. So all of them have the e-commerce enabled, very kind of out of the box SSL certificate WooCommerce solutions as well. So either with Bluehost or with SiteGround, you know you're getting a very WordPress specific hosting plan. So it means that the plans that they offer are specific to a WordPress website. The support that you'll get will be specific to your WordPress website as well. Similar to Bluehost, they also have their own blog and their own kind of resource center. And this will have lots of different information about WordPress itself. They'll have different information about SEO, how to use any new technical updates that SiteGround come up with, and it just means then any issues that you're having and you want to solve yourself, if it's a small one or if it's a common issue, you can find a solution pretty easily through one of their blogs and one of their resources pages. You can see they have lots of resources for plugins, for common plugins, WordPress tutorials as well. So it's a really kind of good way to kind of get information yourself and learn new things by yourself as well, if that's kind of what you're into and what you're trying to do as well. So as well as Bluehost and SiteGround, another really popular WordPress hosting provider is HostGator. They don't just host WordPress websites, unlike SiteGround, but they have been used in the past by hosting WordPress websites, and they are very well recommended, and it's a very popular web host in the industry, and they have plans that are specific to WordPress hosting as well, so it is also another good website. So HostGator themselves have sort of one-click WordPress installation with their hosting plans. They have a 99.9% uptime guarantee, and they have a 24/7 customer support. So it's a very smart choice for website owners, and they are one of the best hosting companies for your WordPress website. Some of their pros are that they are a reliable web hosting company. They do offer a free domain for a year as well, so similar to SiteGround and Bluehost, they have that. They also have free SSL certificates on all of their plans, and unlike DreamHost or Bluehost and SiteGround, they actually offer a 45-day money-back guarantee as well. So that's a lot more. It's a lot more generous than the 30-day that most hosting companies give you. So you have that with HostGator as well. So you can see price-wise, they are still quite low, especially their starter plan. However, it is a little bit more expensive than the SiteGround and the Bluehost that we've seen. So it is nearly $6 a month starting off at. So that is, and again, that's an introductory offer. So if you click on compare plans, you can see exactly what you're getting with that. But it is a slightly higher pricing plan than the other companies that we've seen so far. But similar to the other companies, you get a lot with it. So again, you get the free domain, free email, one-click WordPress install, 99.9% guarantee. The other difference between all of them is the number of sites that you get, and this can be slightly limiting depending on what kind of hosting that you'll need. But basically, with the starter plan, you get the one site, and that's been common with what we've seen so far. The basic plan usually just gets you one site. However, the standard and business, neither of them give you unlimited sites. They both give you either 2 or 3 sites. And again, depending on how many sites you actually plan to have, this setup might be a bit limiting for you. If you're planning to have more than 3 websites, then this might not be an option, because you can only go up to 3 before you need to purchase another hosting plan. So if you click on WordPress, you can see a little bit more information, but you get free WordPress install and you get hundreds of themes as well. So the pricing and the actual number of websites that you get is a little bit limiting. But if you're only just planning to have 1 or 2 websites, then this is actually fine, and you're not really so much affected by that. HostGator also offer a free migration for their sites. So if you already have a website that's hosted elsewhere, HostGator can take care of the migration for you. They can pack up your site and move it over to their servers with completely hassle-free, no extra cost to you. It's free within their hosting packages, and depending on which hosting package you pick, you can either get it for up to 1 site or up to 3 sites. So they do have that as well. In terms of their performance tests, speed tests, and stress tests, they rank really highly, so you know that they are a really kind of reliable web hosting. With their WordPress plans, they offer the starter, standard, and the business. So they offer quite a lot with their plans as well. What's really good about HostGator is their customer service. So HostGator offer one of the best customer service in the industry. Customer can reach out to their support team via phone, live chat support, and ticket-based email support. So there's different ways to kind of contact them you can contact them at any time. So you'll find their hosting in your dashboard, and there's a little support portal that can take you easily to the support page, and they'll be able to identify your problem and be able to give you the correct advice as well, or even fix the problem for you. Most HostGator customers that we've seen from the reviews is they are very satisfied with the quality of support they receive. So they do have good customer service. HostGator is good for WordPress, and it is highly recommendable for anyone who wants to start a WordPress website, especially if you're just starting out. It does have the one-click WordPress installation, and it also means that you can pick essential plugins and templates during your setup as well, and you get the 24/7 tech support, which comes in handy for most beginners. Comparatively to something like Bluehost, they're pretty similar when it comes to CPU resources, bandwidth, disk space. Their user experience, Bluehost's user experience, can be slightly better because they've invested a little bit more in their WordPress platform. But Bluehost would have a bit more advantage in terms of overall performance and SSD storage and security, and a little bit more valuable for money. HostGator might have faster support as well. So depending on your budget, it might be something that Bluehost might suit you better, but depending on your technical background, maybe HostGator would be better for you. So those are just kind of different things to think about if you're deciding between HostGator and other platform. The major difference between HostGator and SiteGround is pricing. SiteGround's pricing, we've seen their introductory offer started at around $2 to $3, and they have the free domain name. HostGator, you can see, starts off about $6. They also do have the free domain name. So in that case, SiteGround has the better kind of advantage. HostGator performance is really good, but SiteGround might be better since their servers are hosted on Google Cloud, and that offers faster speed. So it might be a good idea to kind of compare the two yourself and see which one you prefer, and then base it on your support needs and your budget as well. So yeah, those are just some of the things to kind of think about with HostGator WordPress. They offer sort of WordPress hosting as well, so especially when you're starting off, HostGator might be something for you. Because of the amount of storage that you get, it might be something that's good in the beginning. However, as your site grows and you get more traffic, you might need to upgrade to maybe a VPS plan, a VPS hosting as well. But depending on your own kind of technical background and what support that you'll need, that might not be an option. So HostGator is a really good kind of reliable option, but it might be better for someone with a bit more technical knowledge that can sort of scale up themselves, and has the budget for it as well. Another popular hosting platform is WP Engine. So WP Engine is VIP WordPress hosting. They are specifically only WordPress, and their main offer is hassle-free hosting that offers sort of fast and reliable servers that can handle really high amounts of traffic, high performance needs, and things like that. They have amazing customer service, and they are specific for WordPress websites. So they're experts sort of in that field, and their hosting is optimized for WordPress websites only. They offer things like automatic security updates, daily backup, one-click restore points, really fast performance, security, and things like that. They have a big customer support team that are essentially WordPress experts that are for you to use for your support. Really popular brands like Foursquare, SoundCloud, HTC all use WP Engine for their WordPress hosting. So if you are a business who doesn't want to deal with the technical side of running your business, running your blog, running your platform, then WP Engine is definitely the way to go, because they handle all of that for you, and everything is very sort of hassle-free and things like that. If you go into their plans and pricing, you can see here you can sort of see what exactly they offer, and you can toggle this between sort of like what payment currency that you want to pay in. So, and you can also see if you want to be if you want your billing cycle to be annually or monthly, and you can see the pricing that way as well. So again, so in terms of the hosting plan, WP Engine only offers managed hosting, WordPress hosting, and they have managed WordPress, e-commerce solutions, and advanced solutions. What's really good about the hosting plans is that it's very flexible. So for example, if we start off with managed hosting, this is what you get. You get sort of maximized speed, performance and SEO, proactive threat blocking and security, automatic WordPress updates, customizable themes, and things like that. And you get that for one site only. For sites that have about 25,000 visitors and less a month, you get this amount of storage. You get 10 GB storage, and you get 50 GB bandwidth. However, you can customize this and all the other plans that you get in different ways. So for example, if you use the scroll bar here, you can increase the scroll bar, and you can see you get more kind of offers, and you get more kind of features. But still the same kind of one-click features that you get here. You can increase that to how you need, and what's changing is the number of sites that you get, the amount of storage that you'll need, and the amount of bandwidth that you get as well. So for example, if we stick with the startup and you realize this is fine, you get 10 GB storage, 50 GB bandwidth, that's fine, but you actually want to add, but you actually need it for 2 sites, what you can do is go to this plus button here and increase the number of sites this plan would be for. So instead of jumping all the way to the next plan, which will offer 3 sites, you can actually put in exactly how many sites you'll need it for, and you can add other things for a price. So you can add the extra layer of security for another £12. You can add automatic plugin updates. That's normally £2. However, you get that with the extra layer of security as well if you decide to get it. And you can add site monitoring, so that will just basically monitor your site, and you can get web statuses and learn about your site errors if you have any really early. And you can really customize the plan. You can customize it in terms of how many storage you'll get, and you can do the same with the e-commerce solutions plan as well. So this is what they offer with the e-commerce solutions. So you can get managed WordPress hosting, 2 times faster cache with EverCache. You get more sort of plugin updates for safety. You get more automations for your cart, and you get a better kind of product search as well. And then you can customize that with the amount of sites that you get with the plan, how many visits, how much storage, how much bandwidth, and you can add the extras as well. So the plan differs on the number of WordPress installs, traffic volume, disk storage amount, and bandwidth requirement. So there's different levels basically available, and then you have the custom plan here.